Once in a peaceful small town surrounded by green hills and quiet streets, there lived two high school students, Maya and Leo. They were not only classmates but also the best of friends. Together they had grown up walking to school, studying in the same classrooms, and dreaming about their futures. Now, in their final year of high school, a new challenge stood before them: their board exams. These exams were more than just tests. They would decide their path to college, careers, and the adult world. Maya was a bright and ambitious student. She dreamed of going to a top university and becoming a successful professional. Her mind was always racing ahead, planning what she would study, which scholarship she might apply for, and what her life might look like 5 or 10 years from now. Her desk at home was cluttered with college brochures, scribbled notes, messy planners, and half-finished study schedules, a reflection of her tangled thoughts about the future. But behind all that effort was someone constantly anxious, someone who felt frozen by the pressure of so many future decisions. She would sit at her desk for hours, staring at pages, but unable to concentrate. The more she tried to plan, the more overwhelmed she became. Her thoughts would drift from one distant possibility to another. What if I don't get into a good college? What if I choose the wrong major? All this worry about tomorrow made it nearly impossible for her to focus on what needed to be done today. Leo, on the other hand, had a different rhythm. He was calm, steady, and focused. While he also cared about his future, Leo believed that the best way to prepare for it was to take care of the present moment. Instead of worrying too much, he gave his full attention to each day. He listened carefully in class, completed his assignments on time, and reviewed his notes regularly. In the evenings, he would go over what was taught that day, making sure he understood every concept clearly before moving on. When Maya visited Leo's house, she noticed something different. His study space wasn't filled with college posters or complex calendars. Instead, it had a few sticky notes with simple goals like review chapter 6 or finish 3 practice problems. She was surprised to see how relaxed he seemed, even though the exams were just weeks away. As the exam dates drew closer, Maya began to panic. Despite all her planning, she realized she hadn't actually studied enough. Her notes were scattered, and she hadn't completed many of the lessons. She felt lost and for the first time scared. She turned to Leo for help. Leo welcomed her with his usual calm smile. He didn't laugh at her panic or criticize her habits. Instead, he gently helped her break down her large, confusing syllabus into smaller parts. "Let's just start with one subject today," he said. "We'll go topic by topic and I'll study with you." Each day they studied together after school. Leo showed Maya how to build small routines, short review sessions, practice, questions, and breaks in between. Maya slowly began to see the results. The fear in her heart started to fade, replaced by a growing confidence. She wasn't rushing anymore. She was learning with clarity. In the process, Maya learned something more valuable than any textbook knowledge. She learned how to live in the moment. She realized that focusing on the present, on what was right in front of her, actually brought her closer to the future she had always dreamed about. Her anxiety reduced, her sleep improved, and she began to enjoy her studies again. When the day of the exams finally arrived, both Maya and Leo entered the exam hall with calm hearts and clear minds. They had done their best, step by step, one day at a time. And when the results came, Both had performed well. Looking back, Maya felt grateful, not just for the scores, but for the lesson she had learned. The future was important, yes, but she now understood that the key to shaping that future was not to chase it in fear, but to meet each day with focus and purpose. Do what's in front of you, Leo had once said. And now, Maya knew that was the most powerful advice of all.